Hello and welcome to Chit Chat with David Leonardis. I am so incredibly pleased to be here in Dubai at the exposition for Matt Lamb. We have had an incredible, wonderful group of people from all over the world have come together in support of a truly wonderful, magnificent artist who was very prolific, very talented, but one of Matt Lamb's biggest talents was his heart. And he created the Umbrellas for Peace project because he understands that people come from all different places, all different personalities, but peace is the most important thing. You may have an ego, you may, may have many things that compose you, but if you're good and wonderful and able to interact with others, then that is the best. And so here we are with Prince Alfred Sagahi, Prince Alfred de Tanna, His Royal Highness. But this gentleman here is so pleasant, and he is noble, but he is really noble because he is so nice. Prince Alfred, how are you doing?
Thank you very much, my friend David.
My pleasure, sir. And thank you so much for
I like
doing
this plateau.
Right? Here we are. You know what? We're the kind of people that we just make it happen. And we are in a car now on our way to the desert. We will be doing some camel rides, and soon we will take some pictures of the camel rides and the camel riders, and just an incredible over-the-top experience. Last night I got to go to the Burj Khalifa, which is the world's tallest building, and I was told that they built some extra platforms on the higher portions of the tower, just in case someone decides to build a taller building, the Burj Khalifa will rise up even further. So, Prince Alfred, what have you been doing since our last interview, and where have you gone? And name like 6 places that you've been since the year and a half ago.
Yes, you know perfectly, it's not my first interview with you.
Yes.
Dear Leonardis, Mr. Leonardis. No, I'm happy to stay in Dubai because the works of Matt Lamb are works of art absolutely international. Why this concept of internationality? Because to be a real or true artist, you must make feelings, special feelings in the people. And Matt, with his works, all the life is the same. He make me personally more happy. He want to help with the art. The art in Matt Lamb starts like a car who goes directly to your heart to make you better, to make you a more human man. This is the most important in the work of art of Matt Lamb. It's a different artist. You can see the works, and you can say, I love these colors, I love these textures, I love these sizes. But the most important is the symbolism. This is the real power of the works of Matt Lamb.
That is fantastic. All right, well, there's already so much more information that we want to get to, and we will get to it, and we'll see you in a minute. Come on out to the Howard Finster Vision House Museum. We're in Northwest Georgia, an hour and a half north of Atlanta, 45 miles south of Chattanooga, 644 miles away from the Howard Finster Vision House, Chicago. I've got 250 pieces of art in my old friend's home. He had a vision from God to paint sacred art. There's quite likely a ghost there. You can stay in our bed and breakfast. Come on out, and we'll see you in Northwest Georgia.
Hi, I'm Maureen at Sit Close Tickets. We can get you tickets to the best events around the world. Come visit us 2 blocks north of Wrigley Field at 3761 North Racine. Give us a call at 773-435-2020 or visit us online at sitclose.com. And I'll see you in the front row.
Welcome back to Chit Chat with David Leonardis. Again, we're in a car traveling to the desert. It's a shoot on location, a moving location as it were, and Prince Alfred has been so wonderful, and I want to ask him some questions, and I can tip you off. Prince Alfred has his own TV show in Andorra, and I would like to think that and we agreed on this, the best interviewer in the world is Barbara Walters. That's okay. Barbara Walters is number one, and that is okay. But number two, I think, is Prince Alfred. And so he shared with me some questions, and I'm going to go right into it with him. Prince Alfred, what can you tell me that you remember about your childhood?
This is a typical question I do in my show. Always.
Learning from the best.
Yeah, every invited must explain the same. What I remember when I was child, very good moments, a very good period of my life. A lot of people remember the childhood like something far. I am very young, and for me it's not young. It's just a smile. Sorry, I must be serious. No, I remember a lot good moments with my parents, with moments with my brother, in Christmas Day, to receive all the gifts, and nervous the night before. In the morning we will have a lot of things to play, and I remember all of this: the food, the chocolate, the time with the family, with the parents. Thanks God, my parents are living, and the same moments I lived when I was child is the same moments I live now with them, but it's different. Your mental evolution is different. The innocence is not the same. In my case, it's the same. I am always stupid and always child. But the most interesting is this, I think, just to remember the good moments lived with my parents in Christmas, with our family, with our dog. Always in a very personal and private life.
What kind of dog is it?
Yeah, all my life I have a dog. Always.
What kind?
Now caniche, a little
Okay.
caniche.
Wonderful.
Yeah, gold color, marvelous. You know the name of my dog?
Please tell us.
Duke.
Duke.
It's a novel dog. Also, it's a novel dog.
All right, well, in our next segment, Prince Alfred has been wonderful enough to agree to share with us, and let's face it, as Americans, we are fascinated with royalty and how that all works and how far back into history the royal lines go, and Prince Alfred is the Royal Crown Prince of Tanna in exile. And we have talked about this before, but he's the prince in exile, but the Spanish title, he is a marquis, an earl, a sir, and a duke. So it's quite appropriate that his dog would be named Duke, and I'm sure he smiles a little bit every time he calls his dog, and that's what Prince Alfred was saying, is that to be young is to enjoy, and to enjoy the possibilities of the future for your whole life. Even as you get older, you should still act as if you were young. Yes?
Yes, but you know, the aristocracy now is very different than in the period of my grandfather. It's very different. I remember when my grandfather was in events or parties, he was very serious. The protocol are fundamental. The titles received always a treatment, a special treatment. All are very strict, very not movement, always the same during centuries. Now, the modern people, the young people, it's the same blood, it's the same family, it's the same tradition, it's the same thing, but we are modern, more. It's absolutely different, because
more relaxed.
Yeah, more relaxed. The protocol now is necessary sometimes, not all time. 2 generations ago, the protocol is necessary 100% all time. It's a difference. It's a difference.
Well, 100% of the time, we've come to the end of this segment, and we'll be on to our next segment very shortly. We'll see you in a minute. Hi, I'm David Leonardis. When I need an attorney, I call Sandy Isaacson, the Bulldog. He gets it done. He's available 24/7, family law, corporate law, divorce, custody, contract negotiation. You need an attorney who gets the job done. My attorney gets it done. He's the Bulldog, Sandy Isaacson. Call him today.
Smells like fish, but tastes like chicken.
All right, we're back with Prince Alfred. And, all right, Prince Alfred, you were telling me last night that you had done even more research into your family and that you had gone back an extensive amount of time doing the research about your family and the generations of the nobility. What more can you tell us about this? Because we want to know.
Dear Mr. Leonardis, you are a good friend. I like very much your show, TV show, but you know, I don't like to speak a lot. I will speak because I know the American people. I love American people. You know, in my last trip in Chicago is unforgettable. I have very good friends there, but I know the American people is fascinated with these traditional themes, aristocracy, titles, nobility. But it's curious because in Europe it's more normal because we have a lot of traditions like this, no? But when you like history and you like also the personal history, the history of your family, the research never stop. Never stop. Always you need more information, more details, not only dates, names, marriage, also more documents, testaments, a lot of things. It's a continuous research. And in my family we have an study, ancestral study, during made 200 years ago. But the last 7 years I was searching a lot, and I find a lot of new documentation, and it's a very old family. Yeah.
How many generations back can you trace your family?
Now completed without doubts and with all dates and all names and directly in descendant line. 70 generations, I'd say 68 generations. It's a lot, 7th century.
So to the 7th century. And here we are in the 21st century, so that's pretty good.
You must know it's difficult to find information about ancestors before 16th century. Why? Because in 16th century, Concilio de Trento, it's obligatory to put all baptism, marriage, the functions, not before. But the noble families has a personal archives with testaments, with documents, very old documents, with dates, with names, and it's easier to find more documentation. And in a period like 16th, 15th century and before, it's not the same. The noble people always was marriage with noble people. Mm-hmm. No possible, like now, a prince of England with a civil lady, the prince of Monaco with a lady from the world of tennis. It's not possible to think this 500 years ago. And my ancestors, titled ancestors, is, for example, my 31 grandfather was the first Count of Toulouse, Raymond Premier, Comte de Toulouse et d'Agen. My grandfather number 47 was Charlemagne, the Emperor Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
Yeah. is married 6 times with a queen from Germany. Is my grandmother also, and a lot of different branches with novel titles. Very, 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 very old. But it's fascinated because to discover marriage, problems in the same family, distractions. It's very, very interesting. It's very interesting.
That is so fantastic. It's almost like a Christmas present that he was talking about in the last segment, that when you find this new information, it's the discovery and you learn more about yourself. All right, we're learning more and more, and I'm so excited myself personally, and I do the show because I enjoy having it. All right, we'll see you in a minute.
Always wanted to be Italian, if you always wanted to be the star of your own documentary, if you always thought that you were star quality, Documentary Travel Tours LLC can help you out with that. We'll take you to Italy, we'll do a documentary on you and your family where you're the star, it's all about you. Give us a call, 312-863-9045, and we'll see you in Italia.
If the art dealer collects the art, then you know it's a good buy. Ken Ellis is one of the best artists in the entire city of Chicago. He's also the bartender at the Rainbow Club, Damon and Division. Go in, check him out, say hello, and buy some of his art. You'll be glad you did. All right, back again with Prince Alfred. I had done a little research on my friend. I think that's okay in this modern age. You want to learn what you can. Facebook, the internet, blogs. And I read something that I was very stricken with, and I was amazed to learn this wonderful information from this philosopher. And Alfred will tell us more about this, but these are words to live by. Alfred, you know what I'm speaking of. There is the famous quote. You said it was a Lithuanian philosopher.
Yes.
Please tell us about that quote.
Yes, it's Butulescu, a very famous writer from Lithuania, who said always then, if you, I don't know, what's the sentence in English? Because I know in Spanish.
I believe it says, why concern yourself with the hares when you have the respect of the lions?
Exactly. I agree. Yeah. When you are like you are, it's not possible to be perfect for everybody. The most important is to be authentic, to be sincere with your own person, and to be a good man. Every person has problems, not perfect things, but you must be correct, educated, respectful, prudent. And if you are all of this, if you like me, okay. If you don't like me, bye.
Well, I mean, it's really only that simple. That's wonderful. How did you become aware of that information? Did someone tell you that, or did you research it yourself?
About this sentence?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a writer I like very much. I have a very good contact with Lithuania. I know the president, the Madam President. I know very well the country. I do also TV shows in Lithuania, and it's a wonderful country with a very high cultural level. We have very good patrimonium, cultural patrimonium, and it's curious because I discovered this writer, Butulescu, Valerio Butulescu, who has a lot of real sentences, and it's important when you think or you speak about something. If you have a very famous sentence, always is better. It's not said by you, it's by another people,
Absolutely.
another man,
Yes.
another famous man. And these sentences, magnificent sentence, are true always. For this reason, you must be honest, and you must be a man with good feelings. If you can do help to everybody, better. it's a first thing. Like Madlam helped a lot of people with his heart, with his mind, with the peace, with a lot of things. You must be good. Noble. The meaning of noble is this. You must be noble. Everybody can be noble. But if you don't like somebody, it's no problem. The world is very big. A lot of roads. I can drive here, you can drive there.
Wow. I think the other way to say that is that if you can't please everyone, you might as well please yourself. And I guess what I'm really interested by is I have slowly become more of a person of the world than just of, I was born in Boston, grew up in Michigan and in Chicago, and there is much knowledge to be learned around the world, and I say everyone should seek out knowledge from wherever it comes, and as much as possible to be as good as possible. All right, I'm gonna fit in one more second with my friend, His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince in exile of Tanna, Alfred. We'll see you in a minute. Hello out there, David Leonardis here. I'd like to tell you about a great opportunity. David Leonardis Productions offers high quality TV commercials at a very reasonable price. Our experienced professionals will work with you to put you at ease and make sure you get a commercial that you will love. What better way to advertise and promote your business than with a TV commercial? Forget about it. Call David Leonardis Productions today and put your business on the cutting edge.
Hi, this is Dan Shields, owner of Jetty Security and Jetty Investigations. Do you have the need for security for a private event or need some questions answered about someone? Give us a call. 773-341-6030 or look us up on the web, www.jettysecurity.com.
Well, this is it. It's going to be our last segment with Royal Crown Prince Alfred de Tanna as we go around the roundabout and we go back this way a little bit more. But, you know, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. When in Dubai, you do as the Emiratis do. And always do. Don't talk about it, just do it. And that's why we're doing our interview here today. Prince Alfred, how would you like to be remembered?
Wow, another famous question. Another question, typical question in my interviews. How I would like to be remembered? Good question. I made this question during 12 years and never think about. It's curious. I think I must be very sincere. I would like to be remembered like a good man. Like a good man with good feelings, with a lot of friends, honest, prudent, and one friend more. Oh my God, what's happened?
We are going to the desert. We've
Please.
now. Whoa! Oh, that's okay.
I will be remembered. Oh
I will not cut
oh my
this
God.
segment.
Oh my God. Oh. What's happened?
We are fine. We went off-roading a little bit, and now we're in the desert.
Oh.
Well, I think he said it. He wants to be remembered as a good man. All any of us in life can ask is to love, to be loved, and to be remembered. And thank you for remembering us. And of course, there's action, interaction. We're in the desert. We're getting ready to go on to the camel rides. I'm not sure that there's not a spare tire that is being flattened. And if it's flat and we get stuck in the desert, I might miss my plane. And what's the worst that could happen? I have to stay in Dubai a little bit longer? Not so terrible. C'est bon, c'est magnifique. I say to the people of the world, bon fin semaine, have a nice end of week, and I thank my guests, my camera crew, the people who love me, and the people who do otherwise. I've learned from Alfred that's okay, and just welcome everyone as you go along and treat people as you would like to be treated. And remember, if you ever falter, and you're treating someone not so good, that's probably going to happen to you. But if you treat people wonderful, that is what will happen to you. Thank you to the world and Wow, I just want to keep on saying thank you because I am so grateful. Alfred, last words for the people, as I know they're excited to hear from you.
Thanks to support me, because I think in the United States, in your show in Chicago, my mission, your interview with me was in channel some days by popular demand. I'm very happy to listen. I have a very good friends in Chicago, and I hope to return soon, just to make not only shows, more friends.
Friends are important. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.